Hello everyone and welcome back to Droidcon Berlin 25. I am here with Marco and Marco.
Yeah, great to be here. Nice to be here. It's been amazing. I'm Marco. Nice to meet you all. You probably have seen me around previous Droidcon. But yeah, excited to be here.
Of course, one of the talks you're giving is Kotlin to native and back, the accessing native macOS APIs. If you were to give an elevator pitch for that talk, what would you say?
Yeah, basically, it can be a weird topic because, Compose Multiplatform, desktop, and macOS and whatever in a Droidcon. But basically, the elevator pitch is that if you have an idea, if you love Compose, because why not loving Compose?
Exactly.
And you have an idea for a macOS app that you can have, maybe a tooling, maybe whatever. And you can build it with Compose, but if you have to access the stuff that are not directly in the JVM, because the famous run once, build once, run everywhere thingy, and you have to bypass that the JVM, then you cannot do directly, but you have to do some weird stuff to access native code. But of course, I like Kotlin. I don't want to write C or Objective-C or that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's a way now to do everything in Kotlin and still getting the power of accessing native APIs with C libraries.
When you first started kind of exploring Compose and native APIs, what kind of were some of the surprises about the limitations?
Well, to be honest, I was more surprised on the things that I could do, because I could do...
That's good. That's good.
Yes, I could do a lot of things. The only limitation that I found was this kind of specific case when I had to, go into more deep into the platform, like, for example, accessing iCloud, which is something that you don't have in the JVM, or having weird, or not weird, but some other specific stuff, like, in-app purchases or things like that, that are tied specific to the platform, and you don't have on a JVM without effort.
I know that in the talk you kind of mention the GNI
Yes.
kind of that bridge, that magic bridge, if you like.
Yes.
How tricky is it for developers to actually get started there?
JNI is always scary. And of course, there's a little bit of learning curve to set up things up. So unfortunately, you have to deal with the things, but and understand how JNI works, because sometimes it's a bit weird. But once you have setting up and spent that period of understanding and adjustment, then it's pretty much, not easy, but neither super hard. So it's the sweet spot. So
If it was super easy, you wouldn't need to do a talk on it.
Yeah, exactly. I can talk for 40 minutes otherwise.
There we go. Yeah. So you mentioned iCloud,
Yeah.
which is obviously when you think of Apple and you think of Mac,
Yes.
that's a very important API. Is there any other kind of APIs that were interesting that you found to interface with?
Yes, an interesting one could be, but I tried to play with it. It was not working so much, so I have to more check it. Is when you have when you're using an app for a bit, then you have the pop-up of the store to give a review. That's something that is in StoreKit, which is the iOS and macOS things for that. So in order to show that, that's one thing that you have to call it. Otherwise. Or for example, like I was mentioning before, the same from StoreKit, the in-app purchase thing. So if you need in-app purchases or things like that, the easy way would be to put the entire app paid. But now subscription is the cool thing. So.
You also hosted a roundtable, or are hosting a roundtable?
I did, yes.
It was yesterday, yes. So I did remember. And that was on AI and Android development. Very hot topic. We've discussed quite a lot of AI on these interviews already. But what's the biggest misconception that you think there is at the moment when it comes to AI tools and Android development?
There are some of them. One in general, not specific on Android, but in general, sometimes I hear the thing that seeing AI as as we farming for everything, so that will solve everything or whatever. But it's just yet another tool in our toolbox. So it's something that, of course, you don't have to I mean, it's a tool, and you have to use the tool with proper how the tool is taught, and not just having there's this thing that's gonna solve all my problems, and things like that. And this is a main one. Another one that I heard is maybe you try a model, you try something, a tool, a couple of months ago,
Yep.
and wasn't working well at that time, and now just saying that that's not working, that's not going to work. But that's something. It's a misconception because things change quickly. So what's not working yesterday, today maybe could work. So
I think that is the nature of it. It's very fast moving at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So more on your sort of personal experience. What tools do you use in your daily workflows?
All of them. No, I like exploring stuff, but so I, of course, tried everything. But now I'm kind of stuck with different things based on what I'm doing. So for work in general, of course, you have to use what your employer provides.
Of course, yep.
So with that, I'm using quite happily. I would say Copilot from GitHub, both the agent and the chat. But the trick for having it work nicely on Android is not using Android Studio, but using VS Code.
Okay, yeah.
Not for compiling and doing, and because of course Android Studio is better for Android development, but just for as an AI prompter. So you just and to interact with the agent and things like that, you do on VS Code, and it works better than the integration in Android Studio.
Interesting, very interesting.
But and instead for not work, I'm using Cloud Code. In the CLI, so I can do. I really like the flexibility because you can either use it in your project or do whatever other things. I saw people in the internet that used to, uninstall Adobe from the Mac because it's a CLI, so you can do things.
For Android or Kotlin projects in general, where do you think AI really does save you time, and maybe where do you think AI is kind of not there yet? And still slows you down a bit.
As always, it depends. But things that I saw helping was, for example, having to complete a repetitive task. For example, completing some tests or things like that. Of course, not defining the test by the AI because if the implementation is flawless, also the test will be flawless.
Yeah.
But after defining what you want to test and doing the test definition, then completing some boilerplate of the things, really helpful. And then for other repetitive tasks, for example, generating translation keys or things like that. But also for some UI part, it's working great if you have all the guardrails in place. So if you have from what I saw, if you have a structure, a defined structure, both on the UI side or on not the UI side, AI tends to work nice with guardrails and rules and things.
I think that's it, As long as you've got the rules in place, it can be good. If you don't, it can get messy.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So if maybe an Android developer or an Android team that is watching this, they want to start getting started with AI, they want to try things out, they don't know where to start. What advice would you have for them?
Again, there could be many different places where to start.
Of course.
Depends on the project, depends on things. But something that I usually suggest is starting from a problem that you have, a repetitive things that you're struggling with. Because when you solve that, you're gonna have the aha moment of a real tangible improvement that you're gonna have, and you're gonna see, that works because I saved more time and stuff like that. So again, it depends from the project. It was maybe some setup, some translation things, some whatever. But really depends on the project. But in general, find something that you're struggling with, and you need to be more faster on that. If you want to, to say that.
Sure. No, I know from my own kind of playing around with it, definitely the boilerplate stuff really helps.
Yes.
It's definitely a big thing.
Yes.
So kind of changing gears a little bit, you're a senior engineer, you're a GDE, you're an open source maintainer, a blogger, and you speak at conferences.
Yes, too many things.
So many things, so many things. But what motivates you to do all those things and share so much?
Yeah, that's a good one. No, I really enjoy being in a community. It's not only giving but receiving a lot, because when you're at Droidcon, at events and things like that, hearing from people, exchanging ideas, talking, networking, and do those kind of things that seems buzzwords. They're not, but yeah, you get really energized. You get more ideas for yourself. You can share more ideas. It's just really nice. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, good. I think that's something that a lot of people have said as well, and it is that networking. It's maybe it is a bit of a tainted word.
Yeah,
but it is just being able to actually talk to people.
Yes.
Especially maybe as a lot of people are now remote.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know myself. I work from home.
I work from home as well.
Exactly. so
yeah.
these are the only opportunities
Yes.
I have. So it's great. It's great. It's great. You also help organise.
Yes.
GDG. What's your favourite part of doing that?
Yeah, that's again connected to the thing that I said before. It's really nice to set up. Also, it's both participating in this kind of thing. So that's my participating part, but also setting up the place where people can have such interaction of learning and experience what you're enjoying on sharing ideas and things like that. So setting up and giving the opportunity in the local community where maybe there's no opportunity or things like that to actually build and give the opportunity. It's something really nice that's enjoyable to do.
No, that's great. I think it's something that quite special for Android as well.
Yeah.
I've definitely worked with other communities, and I just don't think they quite have the same spirit that Android has. I think so. It's really great.
I can relate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. So yeah, thank you.